elérkezett ez a pillanat, az elképesztő. Paul Gilberttől fogok egy ficsit tanulni, ha minden jól megy, lehet, hogy 2 is, és hát előtt azért néhány kérdést felteszek neki, hogy ne csak a gitározásról legyen szó, vagyis hát a gitározásról legyen szó, de ne csak gitározzunk. So Paul, I have a few questions for you. What was the longest break you ever taken from the guitar? No practicing, no playing at all. And when you came back, did it throw off your skills or did it surprise you in some new way? And how long does it take until you feel normal again?
The longest break that I can remember was I went to Japan with my wife. She's from Japan.
Yes.
And so we visited her parents. And we had a vacation.
You're nice.
And I didn't play guitar the whole time.
Okay.
You know, family vacation.
Sure.
So
How long was it?
It was probably about 10 days.
10 days. Okay.
And that's enough time where your calluses start to get a little soft.
Yes.
And right after I had a clinic tour.
Okay.
You know, in a clinic tour, I've got to be playing solos all night.
Yeah.
So I took a normal set of strings, like maybe a set of 9s.
Okay.
And I threw away the low E, which is a 42.
Yes.
Threw that in the garbage, and I put the 32, the A string on there. So it was like 32, and then a 24, and then like my D string was playing like a 16. And then I think I had the promoter say, "Can you get me an 8 somewhere?" And so this was like a 9 and an 8.
Yeah.
And so the strings are like, blah, and it was all right.
Yeah.
It wasn't very good if I played a chord because the tuning was a little funny.
Yeah.
But I could bend, and within about 3 or 4 days, my calluses started to come back.
Yeah. Okay.
And I could finally put normal strings on.
Yeah. The normal string is a 9 for you.
Well, actually. Normally, I'll use 8s, or Ernie Bowl makes an 8.5.
Okay.
And that's what I've got on here.
Really?
So it's instead of 8.5 on up, and then I put a heavy one on the bottom.
Okay.
Just in case I tune down, and I don't do that much vibrato on the low string.
Yeah.
So once in a while you can. It's not a big deal. I'll survive.
Okay.
But it's nice to have a little possibility to do some chunky stuff and not go out of tune.
Yeah. If you could start over again, what would you focus on more in your playing or in your practice?
That's a good question. Melodies.
Melodies.
It took me a long time, and the reason was I thought that's not my job. That's the singer's job. The singer does the melody, and then when it's my turn, I'm just gonna
shred.
And then I'll just do that all night.
Yeah.
But I think when I did the G3 tour, where I'd see Joe Satriani play every night, and there's no singer. He's doing melodies.
Yeah.
And the audience loved it. I thought it sounded great. And people like Joe, so it sort of made me think maybe it's possible to play a melody. And at that point I'd already been playing 30 years or something. So it took me a long time to get that idea.
Nice.
And because melodies aren't fast doesn't mean they're easy.
Yeah.
To me, a melody is actually very high risk, because if you get one note wrong, everybody knows.
Everybody knows.
If you're playing really fast, you get one note wrong. Nobody ever knows. But you get one note in the melody off, but if you get it right, it's so beautiful.
Okay.
So and you learn a lot. You learn a lot about the fretboard and it improves you as a songwriter.
Yes.
Because you start to see how melodies are put together.
Sure. 2 more fast questions. Was there a light bulb moment that made you see your playing in a totally new way?
Let's see. I'm trying to think of the right answer. Maybe when I started to want to learn songs that weren't guitar songs.
Okay.
Because when I grew up, I would always play, guitar riffs. I'd put on a Led Zeppelin album and learn,
Sure.
Try to learn the Jimmy Page part.
Yeah.
But I always loved Elton John and like pop piano players, and they're. I couldn't. It's a different instrument, so you can't play it exactly.
Sure. Yeah.
But to just get sometimes I'll call it like a campfire version.
Okay.
Where you just have an acoustic guitar and you're just having a party, and you just want to get the song across. So a song like your song, was it? It's a little bit funny. Was it? Yeah. It's feeling inside. Not one of those you can easily hide.
Yeah.
That to be able to find those chords on guitar, that was really opened a lot of doors.
Okay.
Both for just being a musician with more knowledge.
Yeah.
And help my songwriting, and of course, that might be a different technique. I might use my fingers a little more, or it might change, not so much distortion.
Yeah.
And so that's, and I find like when I did this last Mr. Big tour,
yes,
I sort of noticed like, what am I spending the most time doing? And most of it was arpeggiating chords, like because I'm backing up a singer.
Okay.
And so a lot of times. A little more distortion, but a lot of that. I'm not going the whole night. So a lot of chord work like that, and that's like was the main gig. Because the solos are short, so really I spend most of the time playing rhythm, and that tended to be the style.
Okay. And last question, it's a funny question. Do you think size matters? I mean hand size.
Yeah.
You have really big hands. Do you think it's an advantage for you?
I think it allowed me to do certain things. I mean, I probably use my pinky more than most guitar players do, and I tend to keep my thumb over the neck a lot. Even when I'm not using it to get a note, I'll have it there because my wrist. I'm using my wrist for vibrato, or do rolls. So that's all driven by the wrist, and I found that I don't know. I mean, like I'll see like Neil Schon or Angus Young, those not big guys.
Yeah.
And they have similar technique to me, I think. So it's not impossible. But the thing is, Ibanez makes a micro.
Yeah, I know.
So you can get a smaller guitar. And so there's no excuse.
Okay. And now, if it's possible, can you teach me a lick, or maybe two licks, one easier and one little more difficult?
To get the lick, first we have to know like what is the music.
Okay.
So we got to pick our groove and our key.
Okay.
So the first thing that I'm thinking of is when I was a kid, we played the song "School's Out" by Alice Cooper a lot.
Yes.
And I would improvise the solo. So if we were going, it's a shuffle. That's our groove, and we're in the key of E. That's the groove. So over that, the most important lick is this one. 1, 2, 3, 4. So those three notes, I mean, most guitar players probably have seen that.
Yeah.
You just bar, and then you have the unison bend. And the unison bend has 2 fingers, and then you keep this one there. But the trick is the picking.
Yeah,
And to not have it be blurry, because you don't want to go.
Yeah.
That's messy. I mean, actually, messy can sound all right. Yeah, it still kind of rocks, but I like to have the technique where I can stop it each time. So I put the brakes on, put the brakes on.
Down, up?
Actually, I go down, up, up.
Down, up. Okay, yeah.
And that, I spent like a year, that was the only solo I knew. So when I was a kid, so I would do that over and over, try to get it faster, and a lot of the string skipping stuff is really the technique to do that is all inside of that.
Okay. Is it possible to try to play this for me? Thank you very much. Okay. Oh, I have a pick. Yeah.
And the volume is back here.
You use this one, Tortex. That's right. Okay. It's almost the same.
You can use whatever you like.
Yeah. This is the volume.
That's the volume.
So I pick down. Was a fucking wide neck. It's really fat. And you play that.
Yeah. But again, the trick is to stop each note.
And do you stab with this hand, with this palm, here?
I don't think it's the palm. I think it's more like the fingertips. I mean, I don't know. We find out.
Okay.
So
I think
I'll try to make them very short. Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm a little bit away from the bridge because I get better muting there for the noise. Because I'm not muting the note, I'm muting in between the note.
Okay.
So the note is clear. It's not like,
sure.
It's not, I mean, I love that sound, but that's more for the low notes. For the high note, I stop it. And the same thing is really useful for slide.
Okay, let's try it again. So, it's harder than I. No.
Don't do it fast. Do it right.
Yeah. No.
That's the thing.
Okay.
You can play the notes fast.
Yeah.
But to put on the brakes fast, that's the trick.
It's hard. Yeah. Okay. And one impossible to play lick for me.
Okay. The impossible one is we're in A7.
Okay.
And we're gonna play. Let's see.
Okay.
3 notes. So they're 3 frets apart, like almost like diminish.
You start from the 3rd.
Yeah.
Fifth. Yeah.
And then 1 fret higher on the 9th.
9,
So
3rd, and 5th.
or the 2, 3, 5.
Okay.
So you're playing your blues,
Okay, I will try. No, thank you very much.
Okay, you got it.
So, from the 3rd to the... No.
Probably use a 2nd finger. Yeah.
No way. It's much easier on this thing. Okay. Do you use legato on every strings, or you pick?
I tend to do an upstroke on the high string.
Sorry. And you pick the...
It depends. There's a lot of hammer and pull.
No way. Maybe here.
That sounds great.
Sorry. No. Oh, what was it? Actually, it's a really comfortable guitar, but not for my hand. Okay. Thank you very much. Can I use this pickup too? No. It's a really great guitar. It's much easier to start from here.
Yeah, you connect whatever you want to it.
That's great. Paul, that was all. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sounds fantastic.
Really big honor to meet with
pass
you.
the audition, you can join the band.
No. I will drink something after this interview. So, srácok, ez lett volna a Paul Gilbert interjú. Köszi szépen, hogyha megnéztétek, és jövök majd még remélem más hírességekkel is. Csőzetek. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Right on.
Thank you.
It sounded good.
Oh, I'm so fucking nervous. Sorry.